Just 6 months ago, my doctor gave me some news that honestly felt like a ticking time bomb. My arteries were aging way faster than I was. My arterial stiffness was through the roof. It put me on the fast track to a major health crisis. I was scared. But what if I told you the answer wasn't at the pharmacy, but right here in my own kitchen pantry? In this video, I'm going to share the 5 common spices that became my secret weapons for reclaiming my arterial health. I'll show you my actual before and after results, and we have a medical expert. She will break down the incredible science behind how this all works. This isn't about some miracle cure. It's about empowerment. It's about how small, delicious changes can add up to life-changing results. My whole journey started with a number that absolutely terrified me. It was a measure of my arterial stiffness, a test that basically shows how flexible or rigid your blood vessels are. Think of healthy arteries like brand new, elastic hoses easily expanding with every single heartbeat. Stiff arteries? They're more like old, rigid pipes. They force your heart to work so much harder and jack up your risk for really serious problems. And my pipes were getting old fast. If you've ever heard that arterial plaque is just grease you can flush out with some lemon water, you've been misled. It's a complex mess of inflammation, cholesterol, and cellular damage. And while there's no single magic bullet, there are compounds in nature that can give your body some powerful backup. To help me make sense of it all, I reached out to Dr. Anya Sharma, a cardiologist who specializes in integrative heart health. Thanks for having me. What you went through is incredibly common. People hear stiff arteries, and they just feel helpless. But your body has an amazing capacity to heal if you give it the right tools. We're not talking about reversing a lifetime of damage overnight. We're talking about interrupting the cycle of inflammation and stress that's driving the stiffness. And what's remarkable is that some of the best tools are probably sitting in your spice rack right now. These spices work by supporting the endothelium, helping to calm inflammation, and improving how your body manages cholesterol and blood pressure. So with Dr. Sharma's guidance, I started my experiment. I committed to getting 5 specific spices into my diet every single day for 6 months, right alongside my daily walks and stress management practices. First up, and my absolute non-negotiable, was turmeric. That brilliant golden color comes from a powerhouse compound called curcumin. I kicked off every single morning with what I call my anti-stiffness golden tea. It's so simple. I just boil a cup of water with half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a pinch of black pepper, and a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. Turmeric is arguably the most powerful anti-inflammatory spice we know of. The curcumin inside literally works to calm down systemic inflammation. That drives so much arterial damage. Studies have shown that curcumin can improve endothelial function, the ability of your blood vessels to relax and contract the way they're supposed to. While we're still gathering evidence on claims that it can delay cellular aging in blood vessels, its power to fight inflammation is incredibly well established. Next on my list, garlic. And I'm not just talking about a little sprinkle of garlic powder here and there. I'm talking 2 to 3 fresh cloves a day. One of my favorite hacks was making a big batch of a garlic ginger stir-fry base. I'd mince about 10 cloves of garlic and a big piece of ginger, saute it lightly in olive oil, and keep it in the fridge. That way I could easily add a spoonful to everything from veggies to soups all week long. Garlic is a true cardiovascular champion. When you chop or crush it, it releases a compound called allicin. The research on aged garlic extract in particular is very compelling. Several randomized studies have shown it can help slow the progression of atherosclerosis, which is the hardening of the arteries. There's even evidence suggesting it might help reduce soft plaque, which is the more unstable and dangerous type. Now, we still need more large-scale human trials to be definitive, but the evidence strongly points to garlic being a powerful ally for your arteries. You already saw me put ginger in my morning tea, but I made sure to get in even more than that. This wonderfully pungent root became a staple. I grated it into my stir-fry base. I tossed thin slices into my water bottle, and I even blended it into smoothies. Ginger has a really interesting effect on the blood itself. Some studies suggest it can help make our platelets less sticky. Platelets are the cells responsible for clotting, and when they get too sticky, that can contribute to blockages. The evidence is a bit mixed, but when you combine that potential effect with its proven anti-inflammatory properties, ginger is an excellent addition for supporting overall circulation. Number 4 is a spice most of us just associate with dessert: cinnamon. I started adding a full teaspoon to my morning oatmeal or yogurt. But here's something you have to know. The type of cinnamon matters. I use Ceylon cinnamon, which is often called true cinnamon. The more common cassia cinnamon has higher levels of a compound called coumarin, which can be an issue for your liver if you're eating a lot of it. Cinnamon's heart health benefits seem to be tied to its impact on blood sugar and lipids. A number of studies have shown that cinnamon can help lower blood glucose levels, which is critical because high blood sugar is incredibly damaging to the lining of our arteries. It also shows real promise in helping to lower blood pressure and improve cholesterol profiles in some people. It's another perfect example of how controlling those metabolic factors with your diet directly supports your entire vascular system. And the final spice in my daily 5 was coriander. I used the ground seeds, which have this amazing warm, nutty flavor. I'd toast a teaspoon of the seeds and crush them myself, adding them to that garlic ginger base or mixing them into lentil soups and stews. Coriander is an interesting one. It doesn't have the same mountain of human trials for direct arterial benefits as, say, turmeric or garlic. But the evidence we have from lab and animal studies is very promising. It appears to have antioxidant properties and may help the body manage blood pressure. Some studies suggest it acts as a mild diuretic, helping the body flush out excess sodium, and may even work as a vasodilator, helping to relax the blood vessels. I consider it a valuable supporting actor in this group. It contributes beautifully to the overall synergistic effect. So after 6 months of my daily walks, stress management, and weaving these 5 spices into my meals every single day, I went back for my follow-up tests. I was nervous, but I was also really hopeful. And the results? They were astounding. My arterial stiffness markers had improved significantly. I took the results to my primary doctor, the one who gave me the scary news in the first place. He was impressed. He chose his words carefully, saying that while he wouldn't use the word reversed, the change was remarkable, far better than he had expected. But for me, it felt like I had taken back control. This is a fantastic outcome, and it highlights the most important point: synergy. It wasn't just the turmeric or just the garlic. It was the combined anti-inflammatory and antioxidant power of all 5 spices working together. And this is crucial. It was the spices plus your other positive lifestyle changes. The daily walking and the stress management are not side notes. They are central to this success. These spices aren't a magic bullet, and they absolutely do not replace conventional medical care. But they are a powerful, essential part of a holistic strategy. They help create an environment in your body that is less inflammatory, more resilient, and far more supportive of your vascular health. Taking control of your health can feel completely overwhelming. I get it. My journey started with a diagnosis that scared me to my core, but it led me to a powerful realization. Our kitchens hold incredible potential. It's all about making small, consistent, and best of all delicious choices every day. It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. For me, that meant loading up on turmeric, garlic, ginger, cinnamon, and coriander. These simple ingredients, part of a healthy lifestyle, helped me fundamentally change my health story. And this isn't just my story. It's a testament to the power that's sitting in your own pantry right now. If any of this resonated with you and you want to see more deep dives into science-backed natural health, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. We have so much more to share, and now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 spices are you most excited to start using more? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.